So this here is my week 10 lab task. We were given the solution to the question, and we were to unpack the principles and, like week 9, discuss how we would be teaching this to our own students. So I'm just going to get into my key principles straight away. Now there was an overlap, and of course orthographic projection is necessary in a lot of DCG questions, and so I started with this one again. Same graphic used to show the top, the front view, and the end view, and just explain its importance. My second principle then is true heights and lengths because we are dealing with developments in this question. This brings me on to my third key principle that in a development, all lines are true lengths and all surfaces are true shapes. My fifth key principle then is about transition pieces, how they connect differently. Sorry, excuse me. And just talking about how plane surfaces and conical sections are the most common. And the sixth key principle then is all about triangulation and the development method used for these questions. So the resource that I made is just this cube, and it just explains triangulation. So it shows that you can divide the surfaces into a number of triangles. And basically these can be repeated using a compass because when you have one length of the triangle, they're all going to be the same. So I just made this cube and you can rotate it around to just see how that principle is explored. So I'm just going to go back up to the solution here and explain how I'd be doing my lesson. So I was thinking in terms of the introduction here, I'd take a similar approach to week 9 and show the students the question. But I was thinking about how important development is in this question. So I would like to think that either if it was a double lesson, you could spend the first lesson doing a recap all about development, or if not, maybe your last lesson could have just been a recap there. So to unpack the principles, again, I kind of like the idea of giving the students a couple of minutes to just think to themselves, if this is a leaving class, think to themselves what they think they need to know and how they would go about the question. We can have a class discussion about what they found, and again, I can just try and push them towards any principles they may have missed. I'd let them explore my resource first in this lesson, I think, just so that I can ensure that the students actually understand what is going on with triangulation and when we use that method there for the development. And again, just how to assess throughout my lesson while the students are completing it, I just be aware of what questions I'm getting asked, how many questions, and just ensure that all the students are working away. So yeah, that would be how I would